This video is sponsored by Unique. Although the iPhone 12's square design is one of the phone's features that lets you stand it up on its side, having a case that specifically props your phone up is a wonderful thing. Fortunately, Unique came to the rescue. The Unique Transformer case is an innovative case designed specifically for the iPhone 12 line and includes a folding origami design to help your phone stand in a landscape or portrait mode. With this case, you can use your phone in any orientation and gives you the flexibility to use it anywhere and improve your productivity. Unique provides a wide variety of cases for all of your Apple devices needs, and if you're interested in getting this case, Unique is also giving you a 15% discount code when you check out. Thank you Unique for sponsoring this video. So Bose is never early in the game, emphasizing on proper R&D across their products. They make sure that technologies are matured before rolling it out to the market. And when they do, it's really something special.
Showing off, don't wanna have to wait tonight, wait tonight. Better off, I'm gonna find my way tonight, wait tonight. Won't you talk to me? I wanna heal your sorrow. Won't you talk to me? We'll make a new tomorrow. Won't you talk to me? We'll make this happen.
Today we're taking a look at a flagship earbud with active noise cancellation from Bose to see if they are any good. Welcome to a review of the Bose QuietComfort Earbuds. Hello, my name is Sean and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of tech reviews as well as unboxing, and if that is something that interests you, do consider subscribing to this channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as share this video to all your friends around. And with that said, let's get on with a review of the Bose QuietComfort Earbuds. I've been a big fan of Bose line of ANC earbuds for a long time, starting with the QC20, the QC30, and now the Bose QC earbud. Hearing them announce this late 2019, I was really very excited. But just like every tech product in Malaysia, we're always the last to get them. Regardless, I will still be reviewing it because Bose is one of my favorite brands, and with the release of so many budget ANC earbuds in 2020, will this Bose still be relevant? I personally bought the QC earbuds at a retail price of $1,489 from Bose Malaysia, and that is about $280 US. And these are priced at a premium luxury range of ANC earbuds, so if you're interested in getting these earbuds, do check out some of the links in the description below and it will definitely help out the channel a lot. So the Bose design is very contemporary, really nothing much to shout about when it comes to the design of the case. But I do understand why Bose does it like that. You see, Bose's customer is not buying something trendy for a year or two and then swapping it out when the design gets old. This is why companies like Rolls-Royce keeps their design contemporary for decades. The entire case is made out of a matte hard plastic that is smooth and sturdy, and at the top of the case you get a nice Bose branding there. And at the front, it's weird to see earbuds have this push button to open, and this button is not the easiest to press, and you really have to press it square in the center to open the lid. At the bottom of the case you get 5 white LED indicators to tell you the amount of juice left inside the case, and flipping the case to the back you also get a nice USB Type-C charging port, which is very fitting for modern earbuds. And at the bottom of the case, you get a very nice large surface which also supports wireless charging, so put this case onto any Qi certified wireless charger and you're good to go. So when you're paying almost 300 US for an earbud, you better be getting good quality, and the lid itself is like opening a door to an expensive car. So it uses a super classy weighted hinge that springs itself open nicely to give you that satisfying soft bounce. So if I were to push this at the bottom, you can see that it bounces back really nice and soft, just like a luxury car would. And inside you get the earbud sitting elegantly inside the case with a Bluetooth pairing button in the middle. And if you take a look at the lid itself here, Bose actually puts a rubber on the lid itself, and the reason it's there is to gently touch the earbuds when you put them into the case so that it'll protect your earbuds. So speaking of the earbuds itself are not the smallest, but I'm personally okay with this size, and comparing it to the WF-1000 EARBUDS1000XM3, which is also pretty large. These are even bigger. But the difference is that the Sony runs a very typical in-ear style ear tips, but the Bose actually comes with the Stay Here Max ear tips, which is extremely comfortable. But I'm someone who usually uses the medium ear tip on most earbuds. For these, I have to downsize to the small ones in order for me to get a comfortable fit. And for those with smaller ears, I think these might hurt a little bit. So over the entire case, the Bose has a very nice matte touch surface with the Bose fonts on the surface itself. And at the bottom of the earbuds, you see a bunch of grills for the microphone ports and everything else. And there is also an in-ear sensor inside the earbud so that it will detect whether the earbuds is inside or outside your ear and play or process your media accordingly. So ultimately, the earbuds will give you about 6 hours of continuous playback time, and the case gives you a total of 2 additional charges, which brings the total to about 18 hours of playback, and the earbud takes about 2 hours and the case takes about 3 hours to fully charge. There is also a quick charge feature. The 15 minutes of charging will give you about 2 hours of battery life. So while the Sony WF-1000XM3 and the AirPods Pro both comes with a Bluetooth 5.0, the Bose comes with a more modern Bluetooth 5.1, which gives you support for both the AAC as well as SBC audio codec. The QC earbuds also comes with a very normal IPX4 water resistant rating, and it's really sufficient for most of your activity needs. So working out, getting sweat on it, and even getting caught under the rain shouldn't be much of a problem for this earbud. So one point to note is that the Bose doesn't support seamless mono and stereo mode and still uses a master and slave technology where the right is the master. So if you want to use it independently, you can only use the right side. But let's think of the logic here. So Bose markets these earbuds as phenomenal ANC earbuds and are meant to be used together to give you that seal. So it's reasonable for them to kind of take away this feature, so just to put some emphasis back into active noise cancellation and sound quality. But definitely a feature to be missed in 2020. Lastly, these earbuds do not support multi-point connectivity. You can connect these up to 7 different devices, but only connect to one of them at any one point. So the Bose QC earbuds use the Bose Music app rather than the Bose Connect app for previous older earbuds. And the app lets you do a couple of things. So at the homepage here, you can see that it tells you what are the devices that are connected to your phone. So here I have my Bose QC earbuds and you can see the different battery percentage of the right and left earbuds. Click into it and you get to do a few things. So the obvious one is that you get to check the battery of the earbuds itself right on the top here and control the volume of your media that you're currently playing on your phone, as well as the 10 levels of ANC that you get to control. So you get to slide this for full transparency or maximum ANC. So that's something that you get to control on your earbuds itself. And at the bottom here, you will see a couple of quick access controls. So favorites allow you to customize the favorite level of ANCs that you have. So here I have favorite number 3, 0, 5, and 10. So as you double tap on the left earbud, it will cycle through your presets and you get transparency all the way to fully active noise cancellation. Okay, under shortcuts, you can select what the earbuds do when you press and hold the left earbud, so you can choose between skip forwards or to hear the battery level. So what I do here is to skip forward since I don't really need to know the battery level all the time. So while we're talking about controls, the other 2 controls you get as standard on these earbuds are the double tap on the right to play or pause your media and press and hold the right earbuds to call out your assistant. So the new firmware update of these earbuds lets you swipe the right earbuds up and down to control the volumes as well. So under here, you will also see tips whereby you can also learn some of the controls inside your earbuds and what can you do with them. So it's pretty useful if, let's say, you need to know how to control your earbuds. Clicking on setting also allows you to do a couple of things, changing the product name. They also teach you how to properly wear the earbuds inside your ear. You can also control the in-ear detection, whether or not you want in-ear detection. When you pull out your earbuds, it'll play or pause your music. You can also define shortcuts, which is similar to what we've seen earlier. And you can also select your self voice, whether or not to amplify your own voice, because sometimes on phone calls and when you can't hear yourself, you tend to speak louder. So that allows you to do that. And basically that's all of the things that you get to do with the Bose Music app. So the ANC Performance on these earbuds is no doubt one of the best I've I've heard on any earbuds till date. And keep in mind that these earbuds are not your full style in-ear earbuds, and they kind of sit outside of your ear canals. So turning the ANC all the way up literally cuts off 90% of environmental noise, including speech and chatters, and I'm truly impressed with what experiences in ANC algorithm from Bose can actually bring to you. And I can't wait to bring this on a plane to try them out in the future. So I do have a couple of budget ANC earbuds here, like the Transmart Apollo Bolt. I have the Earfun Free Pro that we recently looked at, and I also have the Sony WF-1000XM3 as well as my AirPods Pro. So I've compared the Bose QC earbuds to a few of these budget ANC options and some of the premium ones, of course. To be honest, many are catching up to where Bose were a couple of years ago with their QC20 and their QC30. And if you're not picky about shutting off your world and you know a little bit of ANC does make a lot of difference to you, then those budget options are really a good way to go nowadays. But if you're serious about noise cancellation and you really have the cash to get something that literally blocks out most noise, then I can't recommend the Bose enough, and this is really a very good option for you. So just to summarize the ANC Performance, Bose manages to cut out about 90% of ambient noise, and the Sony and the AirPods Pro manages about 80%. The Edifier TWS NB2 as well as the Earfun Air Pro both also manages about 80%. The Earfun Free Pro that we've recently looked at as well as the Transmart Apollo Bolt manages about 70%. So you can see that the Bose actually sits on top of all the ANC earbuds, and that is kind of a given because Bose literally dominates the ANC market. So sound quality is also something I want to emphasize on, and the sound quality of the Bose is also exceptionally tuned. I don't see why some give these earbuds a bad rap, but I think earbuds that sound like that are phenomenal. Let me tell you why. The bass on these earbuds are not the deepest, to be honest, but a lot of times too strong a bass kind of spoils the music. The bass on these earbuds are tuned so that you can feel the nice sub bass very well. It doesn't hit you in the face with a whole bunch of bass and make you feel uncomfortable. But if you want that hardcore bass, then these earbuds may not be for you. With the Bose, you can hear every clarity and every cymbal and every snare hit comes through nice, clear and precise. It feels like these have multiple drivers inside, but this just goes to show what 56 years of audio engineering experience can deliver. And the soundstage on these earbuds are also amazing, and you get that very spatial, very airy 3D sound that is very superb and very enjoyable. So watching videos on these are exceptionally enjoyable. Bose also includes an optimized active EQ to intelligently adjust itself based on the volume, so you get nice balance, rich bass, clarity across the volume range. In practice, you can still feel a hint of bass at lower volumes, but it's not something phenomenal. But the good thing about it is that bass doesn't just disappear entirely at lower volumes. So overall, I really like the high quality sound signature of what Bose is delivering here. And in terms of the call quality of the Bose, is also very good for a modern earbud with consistent, stable voice control in both noisy and quiet environments. Because of Bose's experience in cutting off background noise, you can hear that it does a fantastic job cutting down the background noises in your environment, and overall it does make very good quality calls. Anyways, let's take a listen to the call quality test of these earbuds. So this is a test to see if the Bose QC earbuds is a good earbuds for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear the difference. Now I have a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. So with the latest version of Bluetooth 5.1, watching videos on YouTube and Netflix is really enjoyable, and there is practically no delay. However, I still notice a teeny tiny amount of delay when gaming. Not bad enough to spoil your game, but for casual gaming, this still works like a charm. Anyway, let's take a look at the latency performance of these earbuds. So this is a test to see whether or not these earphones actually have a latency problem. So what I'm going to do now is clap into the microphone, and you should be able to tell. So here we go. And if you see the hands not synchronized with the sound, then you will know that these earphones actually have a latency problem. So overall, I'm really happy with Bose taking their time to come up with these, and in my opinion, this is a masterpiece. I'll get these earbuds solely for its ANC Performance, and again, if you're looking for deep thumping bass, these may not be the earbuds for you, and it gives you a very nice, clear, high quality sound signature all around. And ANC wise, definitely no other earbuds comes close. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.